Okay, today Daniel chapter 4. I'll be reading from the verse 34 to 37. At the end of the time, I, Nebuchadnezzar, raised my eyes toward the heaven, and my sanity was restored. Then I praised the Most High. I honored and glorified him who lives forever. His dominion is an eternal dominion. His kingdom endures from the generation to generation. All the people of the earth are regarded as nothing. He does as he pleases with powers of heaven and the people of the earth. No one can hold back his hand or say to him, "What have you done?" At the same time, then my sanity was restored. He's saying twice, right? My sanity was restored. My honor and splendor were returned to me for the glory of my kingdom. My advisor and nobles sought me out, and I was restored to my throne and became even greater than before. Now, I, Nebuchadnezzar, praise and exalt and glorify the King of heaven, because everything he does is right, and all his ways are just, and those who walk in pride he is able to humble. Chapter 4, book of Daniel, is about dream of emperor. Dream of emperor. And it is our dream. It is our dream. We all dream to be emperor or empress, depend on gender. That's all we do. That's all we do. Nebuchadnezzar, in his dream, he saw a large tree in the middle of the land, and it is strong. It touches sky. Some of this microphone bothers me. Are you okay with it? Okay. Strong and touches sky, and everything depends on it. Do you know? That's what we want. In this church, I want to be strong. I'm the highest one. So everyone depends on me, so that I have all the power and authority, so that I can control. I am the important one. No one else is not so important. Human ego. I have to be the center. The moment you feel like you are not at the center, you are on the edge, your whole being shakes, uncomfortable. Resentment comes up. I have to be important. Whether you feel important, you feel not important, it really doesn't matter, because you are. It doesn't change anything, actually. And our whole being and life depend on that feeling. You know that? Wake up in the morning. You look at your wife, your husband, your family member. Then first thing comes out is my feeling. Does this surrounding makes me feel good or bad? Stupidity. Rather than all those surroundings and conditions and circumstances, most important thing there is I am. As you wake up, proclaim it. I'll be the blessing today. I'll be very mature today. I will not react. Rather, I'll proact. Whatever circumstance surrounding may be, I'll keep my level. I'll keep my consciousness very high. I'm not going to be enslaved by it. Those things bothers me. And that's what it means to be human. And isn't it really, really strange? All our life. Wake up to my feeling. And the moment I wake up, I feel good. We think we are very happy. Wake up and see very unhappy things, think we are not happy. Feeling changes, shatters 1,000 times in a second. And we just, our time and being and energy just wasted, drained and drained every day. Because this dream, I have to be the center. I have to be the important one. And when so a tree, strong, touches the sky, and most important one at the center, there was a voice from the heaven. So obviously, there is a higher authority. No matter how high you may make, no matter how strong and rich we may be, there is higher voice. You cannot avoid it. There is higher voice. You cannot avoid it. Remembering that is a sanity. Forgetting about that is insanity. That I have to be good all the time. I have to feel good all the time. I have to be happy all the time. I mean, if we are free from ourselves, we will be happy all the time. The only reason is I'm possessed by myself. I'm possessed by myself. So try to fit entire universe into my consciousness, which obviously will not happen. So which obviously makes unhappy all the time. So Daniel, this obvious dream, he interprets. What an easy job. You, O king, are the tree. O king, you are the tree. We are all the tree. And when you acknowledge the Most High's authority, that you and your kingdom will be good. Very obvious interpretation. And actually that dream is fulfilled in Nebuchadnezzar's life. I guess he's a kind of lucky guy. All our life, that dream never fulfilled. We just secretly dream and we just waste down. I want to be king. I want to be an empress. I wish everything is done according to my will and wish. But as life goes on, it goes the opposite way. As our desire becomes strong and strong, life goes more and more to the opposite way. Remember that. When I lay down my desire, my greediness to the Lord, life becomes much more natural and satisfied. And that makes me regain my power and authority which I've lost in the deception of devil in the form of greediness. When we possess by greediness, we lose power and the authority, obviously. As much as I am free from the desire and greediness, my authority get regained. So, Nebuchadnezzar, that dream come to be fulfilled. So 7 times he lost his sanity. That's our life. We lost our sanity. We angry and nothing to be angry. We desire things we don't need to desire. We try to control the things we don't have to control, we don't need to control. We could allow, we could embrace all of those. Yet, we're possessed by compulsiveness that I have to control. I miss our life. Insanity. So, Bible expresses, he lived among the beasts like an animal. I mean, that's a very symbolic expression, isn't it? That's most of us, how we live. We are so anxious about things we don't need to be anxious. I mean, at the end, where we're looking back our life, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. I had it, I had not. I did it, I did not. I achieved, I have not achieved. It really doesn't matter. All along the life, I should have enjoyed myself and the things happening with myself. In those things, beauty of life and the world, the mystery of life, mystery of being, existence, and all those things are there. So much to enjoy it. But possessed by my desire, possessed by my greediness, possessed by my compulsiveness, I'm occupied with my tiny, small desire of mine, and I lost the whole cosmos. So, when a human acknowledges higher value, that's the turning point. That's the turning point. I know what I want is sometimes good and important. Actually, many times, I guess. Right? We all want good things. No, none of us will want bad things, evil things. And there will be like a very, very rare occasions. Yes, what we want is sometimes it's necessary, sometimes, many times it's good. However, I lay down what I want, my desire, because I acknowledge your value is higher than my value is. I acknowledge your knowledge is far superior than my knowledge is. When that happens, turning point. Turning point. My life begins to change. Without those, I will just repeat the same day until I die. And this year, you know that I'm 60 years old. I'm very happy. I didn't repeat the same year 60 times. It doesn't matter. Resort, all those things doesn't matter. Every year, God made it a new year. I begin to see the new things. My consciousness expands to the new horizon. This is the first week of the April. And as coming to church, I was so happy. And I'm thinking that this is a new month. New month. Lord, I have a new prayer topic for you. This new month. This is a new time you're giving me. So, new thing in you will be done in my life. Somehow I'm so just thinking about that, I was so happy. I was so happy. Isn't it? Life. Most important thing in life is life can be renewed. Life can be renewed. Each day could be a new day. Each day we could just have a leap to the another level, another day, another new time. Those things doesn't happen simply because I want so much, I desire so strong. No. When I acknowledge higher authority, higher value, higher goal of my life, that hold me and lifting up into the new level. Not that I doing it, right? So human is created to acknowledge higher authority. When we acknowledge higher authority, we begin to have peace. We begin to have rest. I mean, it doesn't mean you come to church. You come to church, but it's very possible you are entirely possessed by yourself. You are your own authority. You're thinking your life is up to you. And you are the center of your world. How small, how large, it doesn't matter. That obviously gives us anxiety. Anxiety. Once we possessed by the anxiety, very hard to escape out of my own boundary. So, acknowledging higher authority, acknowledging the authority that I trust, I love, which loves me, in this marvelous, marvelous, marvelous thing happening to the human soul, which is the root, which is the foundation of our existence. And everything seems to be so different. A lot of people in Christianity, Christian religion, people come to church possessed by oneself. Coming to church, Lord, Lord, help me, I need this, I need that. And I need to control this, I need to control that. I know I can allow this in my life over here, I can allow this in my life over here, I can allow my husband here, and that's good religion. Not life. Not life. Life is very natural. It doesn't take our energy. Rather, it gives abundant energy to our self and life. You begin to dream again. To dream, you need power. Without energy, you cannot have a dream. Without energy, you don't have much energy, then all I wish is, I wish I could survive well. I wish I have no problem anymore. Not having a problem is not good life. We're supposed to ask, God, give me a big problem, like the peace of the cosmos. The moment you struggle with a big problem, strange thing is, small problem you begin to overcome. How I'm going to survive, how I'm going to solve the problem here and there. So, as Nebuchadnezzar experienced, he cannot be the authority by himself, which is obvious thing, human. I mean, what can I do when I ill? Even if you're emperor, when you are ill, you are ill. That means you cannot be your own authority. So he acknowledged higher authority. And so restoration comes. And in the confession, he said twice, at the end of that time, I, Nebuchadnezzar, raised my eye toward heaven, and my sanity was restored. So he Praise God. So at first time, when the sanity was restored, he came to be himself. And second time, he also confessed, verse 36, at the same time that my sanity was restored. So second time, when he confessed his sanity was restored, his kingdom, his empire, has been restored. So himself and his kingdom got restored. Let's share the lessons about this story. First of all, we are our emperor or empress of our own empire. Tell person next to each other, I am the queen. I mean, whether you said or not, including myself, that's truth of our life. In Satan, in the beginning, he deceived us. We have to be like God. We went to the Hesed seminar, and I was so surprised. People thinking, right? I mean, those are the people who are with me probably at least like around 4 or 5 years. Some people much more than that. And at the end, I asked kind of their goal in their life for themselves. And most of them, not most of them, majority of them said, I want to be a good husband. I want to be a good father. I want to be a good member of church. I want to be good at my job. They don't realize what they're saying is, I want to be like God. I have to be good in every perspective. They believed all their life. Imagine the condemnation they are bearing. They have to be good in every aspect. And no human can be good every aspect. So obviously, they are under huge complex, inferiority complex, huge guilt. I have to be good at this, and I am not good. So what do? Pretend. God didn't ask you to be like God. That's the word of the devil. All you need to be is who you are. I meant to ask them, who are you? So there are many areas that I am not good, right? But it doesn't matter. If I'm an apple, I'm not orange. I'm not pear. Those things I cannot be. If I'm an apple tree, or I could be a good apple tree. Everything else, I must depend on others. Not I have to be the emperor. Make everything depend upon me. In this world, everywhere you go, even our own parents, telling, be like God. Be good at every perspective. Be good at everything you do. Not anymore. Not anymore. Because of that, right? I have to be emperor, right? The terrible thing happened to our life is because I'm expecting myself to be like God, to be the most. I don't forgive myself. I don't forgive myself. Even if whole world, if God forgave me, even the other people forgave me, I don't forgive myself. I'm pressing myself. You gotta be better. You gotta be good. You gotta achieve. You gotta succeed. While everyone else accepts, I don't accept myself. And I always pressing myself. Do little more, do little more. If you make this, I'll accept you, I'll accept you. Making yourself and life, whole your life, be slaved. Why can we enjoy us now? Imagine this. You have only 1 month left. Let's say you have cancer. You have only 1 month to live. What are you going to do for that 1 month? You will realize each day is so precious. Each day is so valuable. You will appreciate the sunlight. You will appreciate the darkness coming in. You will appreciate that there are sound of people, sound of children. You will appreciate that there are trees and flowers. That's what's supposed to happen in our normal times. And simply because desire that I have to be an emperor, I don't forgive myself. I don't accept myself. I just pushing and cursing and condemning. That's what happens. Human becomes beautiful when he or she is dedicated to higher value. Humans are not created to be the own value. That's illusion. Humans are created to be a part of good story, good dream. Humanity, together, we are making story. If you just don't concern what story we are making in this age, in this humanity, in this tiny planet called Earth, probably you are not enjoying yourself and life is given amongst humanity and this world of life. Many people thinking that because of probability, because a planet like Earth exists billions, and they think there will be a UFO, alien life. I don't think so. If they calculate the probability, they probably need a more accurate mathematical measurement. The world of life, 생태계, and the humans, to be human, to exist in this world of life is beyond the probability. If you understand, humans are not created to be our own value. No. It's like a good play on the stage. Each actor and actress come together making a story. But in human play, there is always a hero and heroines. But in God's play, everyone is heroes and heroines. Each one is equally important. Each role is equally mysterious, equally so beautiful. And Jesus is not the hero of the human history. I mean, in the religion, we made that. Although Jesus denied it, right? So, awareing, together, we are making the story that is most beautiful and mysterious, most transcendent. And just like a family, in the family, do you have to be important? You have to be the central figure in the story? It's not. You if you are father, you are enjoy being father. If you are a son, you enjoy to be son. That's what it is. And if I am the ultimate value of my life and self, that's curse actually. So acknowledging higher authority and value, that makes people not only sane but beautiful. So true sanity is acknowledging the higher authority. When I'm free from my self-possessedness, when I'm free from the compulsiveness, my own desire, basically two things happen, which Daniel told Nebuchadnezzar. Renounce my sins. The moment I acknowledge higher value and authority, there is desire come into my heart. I want to be more beautiful. I want to be good. I want to be a better, good part of the story. So it's a kind of natural thing. Then the other thing is compassion. Suddenly, you look around. Everyone is poor. Some materially, some emotionally, some spiritually, some in the relationship. We all need something. Everyone. So everyone has different things. When we have compassion, come means together. Passion actually came from the bread. In French, bread is pain, right? So that passion coming from the same word. Compassion is sharing bread, meaning the family. When we come to be family, we just look at each other with a heart of meekness and love. That's sanity. That's beautiful heart. When I am my own authority, this thing doesn't come. When I am my authority, greediness, desire, anxiety, I might not be the center, and the fear, I may not be accepted, I may not be loved. All these things in making chaos in the darkness in my heart. The moment I truly recognize, acknowledge the higher authority. That's why in human world, human expression, most important thing is you are the Son of God, you are the Messiah. You're acknowledging the higher authority. That moment, sanity is restored. When the sanity is restored, what happens? Confession arises. That confession is praise. So praise is not program, it's the fruit of the true sanity. Human has joy, not when we are king of our own world. When we are king of our own world, all we have anxiety because I have to keep my empire, I have to protect my world and all those things. But having true value is so true. Many times I feel my life is nothing when I think of that. When I meet the true value to love with all I am, with all I have. And don't misunderstand me. When you realize that, that doesn't mean God takes you your everything, which is not much. It's like something. When I see a homeless man and driving the shopping cart with all those garbage bags, you know, do you take all? No. If he or she want to give me, I say, no, thank you, no, thank you. You keep it, right? What we have is comparing to mercy and grace of God. It's far less than, I'm sorry to say this, far less than garbage bags. We hold on to those things. When we are free from it, He fulfills us better, more beautiful, more abundant things of His grace. Let's pray.